Good morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. This is going to be a fun video. It's going to be a fun project to do. It's not going to be a fun video to make. I have noticed significantly that white rubber, reflective rubber roof makes a huge difference inside. Before you could touch the bare metal inside and it was hot to the touch with just the sun. Now it's cold to the touch. So what a difference that makes. So here on the channel, I'm dealing with an extensive delay with my solar system. And there's a lot out of my control right now, as my package has now sat in Texas for 2 weeks due to weather. There's no explanation. There's no more ETA. There's no clue when I'm going to get the order. And it makes me feel weird because Wayne was supposed to be well into my solar install by now, and instead I don't have any product. I don't have any supplies, and I'm working with both the company and the shipper, trying to get some answers. In the meantime, I could just sit around and do nothing, or I can work on something else on the bus. And I've decided what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull out the air door and put in a residential door. Let's do it. I like the look of these doors. If it were not for the fact that I'm going to be traveling with 4 or 5 cats, I would keep them. But it's difficult to secure this door. It's nice being able to push a button and open and close it with the air, but at the same time, I mean, it doesn't close all the way. There's a huge gap down there, and it's just not secure, and it's not feasible, and it's not fun operating them. So when Diana and I were in Peoria, maybe 2 weeks ago actually, went to another Habitat for Humanity, and I got my measurements, and I picked up a door. In fact, it's been sitting here in the trailer. So there is my bus front door. It's a wood exterior door with glass panels. And the glass panels are important for me because I still want to have visibility through that side door. So I just got really lucky. This is a 29-inch wide door, and if we pull out everything from the bus, you know, once all of this is out, and we're working bare metal to bare metal here, we actually have 32 inches. So that gives us 3 inches of room. The problem is removing these doors. So, well, I don't know yet if the problem is removing it. The problem is finding information. I have scoured the interwebs and YouTube looking for information, and all the videos I've found so far of a Thomas air door like this, people have magically lost the footage of when they took it out, or they just cut and it says, oh, we got the doors out just fine. Can you show me? So when Wayne gets back, we'll see how far I get. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I assume that there's bolts down here, right there at the pivot points, and then above the door here, well, there's all the air components. So we got air lines. This, of course, turns off the air so I can work on it, and it just bypasses the air for now. There's some wires, there's some electrical. There's a solenoid that operates the button. But see this right here? Okay, so there's 2 bolts here. So this has got to come out, and then that'll free some of this stuff up. And then over here in that corner, something has to come out here for these pivots. And then I assume that once those drop, well, actually, I don't know. See, that's the part I don't understand. Once I remove those, we're still gonna have a bolt sticking up here and a bolt sticking up down there. So I'm gonna show you what I find out, but I don't know how this is gonna work. And this is not gonna be done in one day. So I'm glad I'm here in Quartzsite because I'm not gonna have a secure front door tonight, most certainly. Although I'll try to get this finished up in one video. I'm gonna be building a custom door jamb here and then making it watertight. So, okay, let me get my socket set. Okay, is that a 9/16? It is. Oh. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, that should. But I also want you to see here, as I pull this door completely shut, what's going on right here. And this is what it looks like when I drive. Maybe you can't tell, but that's about a 3-inch opening right there that any of my cats can get out of. while I'm driving. And I realize while I'm in here, I could put like a little towel or something but if I go out and experience stuff and then I close the door behind me, how do I put the towel there to keep my cats in the bus right now, right? So it's not secure, it's not weatherproof. That's as good as we're ever gonna get closed with this door anyway. But I need to keep looking because this is just turning the whole pivot. Maybe I have to take the whole thing apart because this is just a long bolt for pivoting. And it's not breaking. Of course, I'm holding the camera. Let me put the camera down. No, I have ripped and tugged on that, and it does not do anything. So, my next plan, start taking all of this apart. Oh, Wayne's in here helping me now. Look at this. It's already getting pieces done up, man. It got better access to these screws I couldn't get there. So we're gonna be able to bypass this because the air system has that valve for now. I can close it off later, but we're not reusing any of this. I mean, unless one of my friends watching this needs glass doors and a motor, or whatever you call that, a tank. Air cylinder and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be dumping it with the rest of my dump stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of weight out of there, and then I can turn this into a cubby hole. Yeah, definitely easier with two people, and Wayne kind of knows what he's doing, even though he's, I mean, how many of these have you actually done? Yeah. We're just making it up as we go. That's right, we are. All right, while Wayne's working on the top, I'm gonna work on figuring out the bottom here, because I can see a bolt and a cotter pin. I think once that cotter pin comes out, it'll be loose. Yeah, came out. And then loosen that. See if I picked the right size. No, a little bigger. That feels really loose. It's almost hand tight now. I feel like it probably shouldn't be that loose, but okay. Yeah, see? I guess it can't go anywhere because it's still... Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. Please don't fall on me. Yeah, I couldn't find any videos. Everybody skips this step and they just show them being out. So Wayne and I are definitely making this up as we go here. Okay. Good Harley hoodie all dirty, but it's only 62 degrees today. Okay, so it's not going to sneak out like I thought it would. Why? Oh, because this pocket isn't going up with it. I see. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, both doors are out. This is going to be an interesting modification because, again, these Thomas Skoolies, they come in, and this door was at a severe angle. So it was not perpendicular to the ground. It's like, it's very curved. But luckily, we have exactly 32 inches from metal to metal. No matter where you measure, top, middle, bottom, 32 inches. The door we're putting in is not tall enough, though, so we're gonna have a space up there to fill in above the door. So, yeah, we're just gonna plan this out. Wayne and I are gonna grab the door and kind of mess with it, do some dry fitting and see what kind of wood, because I got a bunch of scrap wood from Home Depot that was 50% off, so we got stuff we can use as shims, and then we got to decide, are we going to build it and then try to hang it, or are we going to build the frame outside, get it all hung to the frame, hinged, and then put the whole thing in and screw it. So a lot of planning and thinking, because this is going to be a hack job, but it's going to be a custom hack job. And yeah, so get back to you in a couple hours. Going to do some thinking, some heavy thinking. Okay. Well, Wayne's holding in our new door, but I'm very excited about this project. I know we're kind of going off course here, but we measured it and it's not 2.5 inches total gap. It's like, what, 2 1/4?
2 1/4.
So we're not going to be able to use 2x4s, but that's fine. I got other wood to be able to make this work. And again, the glass makes it so that it's almost like a stock school bus. You can still perfectly see down here. I could put a blind over it at night so it's got some privacy. And once it's painted and matches the bus in a future project, I think this is gonna be good. So we'll come up with a plan here. I'm gonna make him stay there and hold that for a while, though. So this is the fun part, is finding, you know, what wood we're going to use. Of course, I'm going to have to pressure treat all of this, stain it so that, or at the very least, paint it so it's waterproof. But we're thinking that the plywood here is going to be correct. I mean, this will be the hinge side, but the hinges are also going to go into the steel of the bus too. So now we're trying to find our lines. Of course, we're going to have a door jamb. So this is some of the lumber I got at Lowe's to help plan things out, how the door is going to shut up against it and stuff. And then over here, going to make up the difference. So yeah, we're still thinking. We're doing a lot of thinking. Well, I get to go to town and get 2 2x4s. I have a bunch of lumber. We need 2x4s. We're going to need it for the header up there, and we're going to use it for the side where the door closes. So I'm going to go pay $8.50 per 8-foot 2x4. That one's gonna hurt.
Welcome to the big market.
Yeah. Let me show you the other door supplies, just so I can kind of run it through my mind, make sure I actually have everything to finish this project. We're not going to finish it today, but I don't want to go back out. So the other stuff I got a door lock installation kit, because although we do have the handle, I'm going to be installing a deadbolt also. So this will allow me to drill a hole, do deadbolt. I got hinges. I don't know if we're going to use the shims. I've got the bottom piece of trim as well as the rubber that goes on the bottom of the door for a weather-tight seal. And then I went with a lock set, an outdoor lock set that has the handle that locks the knob. And this is what you need in this situation, is a dual keyed deadbolt. So there's no actual switch to actually turn. It's the same one that I put on Babe the Blue Box. It requires a key on the inside and the outside. There's no knob, and that keeps it a little more secure in this situation. I'll show you why. I also got the foam weather stripping to go around the door, but so here on the door, same thing as Taterland. You know, you could just break the glass, reach in, turn the knob. That's why I like the keyed on both sides. And then just, you know, for emergencies or when you go to sleep, keep that key really handy, but don't leave it nearby where they could just grab it off the table or something. So, all right, we're gonna head to town, and oh, I want to show you. I got this door for $40 at Habitat for Humanity. $40. I ain't spending no $800. All right, got the new knob installed here, and then later on I'll drill out for the deadbolt above it. We got the right screws, so directly to the metal. Heck yeah. And I also want to point out that at the very end of all this, if need be, if it's too snug, we can cut. This is solid wood. This isn't one of those interior particle board RV doors. It's a solid wood door, so we could even trim this back if we run into a problem. But we measured like 3 times. Yep. So it's going to be a custom job. Well, we just lost the sun behind the camera there, so, and it gets cold here quick. It's going to get down to 36 degrees tonight here in Quartzsite, which is, they actually issued a freeze warning for this region. I don't think it's going to freeze, but it's coming close. So we're going to go in, we are not going to secure this up. I'm going to remove all the tools of value tonight, even though I've got cameras everywhere. No one is going to mess with camp here. This would be the one camp in all of La Posa South that you do not want to mess with. Got cameras everywhere, and motion sensors, and security alarms. But anyway, I'm not going to leave anything of value in here, because it's going to be wide open. And we're not going to work in here, because if I turn on the diesel heater, say, I got some plastic. I might put some plastic up just to keep coyotes and random courtside dogs out of there. But this is what's going to be on this side, is the 2x4. And we test fit it. It's a little snugger than I'd like. So we probably are going to shave off a little bit from the hinge side here and then reroute her on some new hinges there later. But this is going to be a 2-day project, so we'll get back to this tomorrow. And good morning. It is the next day. Forgot to mention, I will be uploading this video with some connecting internet, so check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. It is slowing down a little bit here in January, but we'll get back to things. Also, I started editing the first part of the video, and I noticed there's a couple things in a couple certain shots, and you may want to check out Wayne's channel, RV Prepper Wayne, to see what might else be going on, if there's anything new going on in anyone's life. Because you got a video coming out soon, right? Yeah, he'll tell you everything. While Wayne finishes up the door jamb over there before we're ready to hang the door, I'm gonna go ahead and put in that deadbolt right now. So I got this kit, this Craftsman kit, and it has 2 adjustments. So I put it on the 2 3/8 inch because it lines up perfectly with the hole that's already there for the handle. It ultimately doesn't really matter where it goes here because we're building a custom jamb on that side anyway. So I'm just gonna put it right there because I think that's where I want it. And then the kit comes with everything you need. It comes with the right hole saw to be able to drill for the deadbolt itself. It also comes with a little mini router. So you put this up after we're done there, and then use this little router bit to router that out so that you can have this inlaid inside the deadbolt just like this. I think it's gonna come out really well. I put 2 screws on the end just to hold it in place there. There we go. Okay, and then this piece should go into the existing screw holes, just like that. And then we got this little mini router piece, which actually we may end up using because this door only came with 2 hinges on the top and bottom. We're putting a middle one in. So this will help us router out the other thing for the hinges later too. All right, got it installed. Again, double key. So there we go, deadbolt, nice and smooth. And then on the inside, got a flip there. And then on the back here, there we go. Just double check the outside. Oh, by the way, yep. Very, very nice. All right, let's see where Wayne's at. Ooh, look at this. So the door jamb is installed on this side. So this is up against the door jamb, and Wayne is probably gonna go inside while I hold it just to kind of see where it might fit and how it's gonna line up. There's the part we still gotta fill with the header there, but look at this gap. And it's gonna come over a little bit after we get the hinge installed, but well, we already lost the sun for today. Today just flew by, and I just had to go to the big markup again to get different hinges. Those 3-inch hinges, they were gonna work this way, but they were way too wide, and it put the pin way out here to the side. So I got these, I think these are 2.5 inch, a little bit of gap up there, but this will all be hidden. So now Wayne's working on notching out the plywood on the receiving end, and I think we're gonna get this hung. Well, it might be dark by then. That's sunset. That's really pretty over there. But yeah, we're getting close. And get back out of here.
What you think now, Eric? Actually, that don't look bad at all.
I don't think it looks...
No, I don't think that looks bad at all. I like that. I think you picked the perfect door for that.
I do too.
Good job, Eric.
Thank you. Good work.
Good job.
Making it custom.
Yeah.
like a glove. All right, it is the next day. Good morning, everyone. That was a heck of a project here. I severely underestimated the amount of work. So now, every time I see a Skoolie with a different type of door on it, I'm gonna go shake that person's hand because I know what they've been through. Ironically, we didn't have any major problems. I mean, it actually went really smooth. And at the end here, I'd have to say, this is a very good functioning front door. I mean, you guys have seen how many problems I've had with all my cheap RV fiberglass doors. This thing's solid. This is a house door. I did chip a little bit of white paint up here, but this is all going to be sanded, and all of this untreated wood is either going to be treated, primed, and then painted the same color as parts of the bus. So it's going to blend in great with the rest of the bus, with the school windows having silver. I may even do silver strips here between each pane of glass to match the silver there. And we're not done. Still got to put the bottom threshold rubber piece on the bottom. I got to drill out the hole for the deadbolt, and then we got to clean up the bulkhead up there. Actually going to be using a piece of recycled metal from the school bus that we took apart from the front area, right? No, the back area is going to be a metal strip right there screwed in so that once that's painted, it still looks like part of the metal bus down. Instead of like a short door, it'll actually look like that's part of the metal of the bus, and then the door will look more natural in its state. But I am just so happy that we now have a secure way to close the bus and lock up the bus. Yeah. I don't know that I'll actually be leaving it open. I had thought that, okay, so what happens here? It hits right there. And right now it stays there because the wind's blowing this way and just kind of pushing it that way. But I can see that becoming a problem if the wind were to shift this way a little bit and then smash it this way. It's being held up on the hinges right now. But then I got to thinking, how often am I really going to leave this door open? Once this bus is done with dual mini splits, it'll be climate controlled, 70 degrees year round, 24 hours a day. I don't even think I'm going to put a screen door in this, but I did save room in case I wanted to do it later on the inside screen door. We'll see. Right now, I got to pack up. I got to prepare the bus and move it. So, we'll see you in a few days. Goodbye, guys. Don't forget, meet and greet this Thursday, La Posa South Pavilion, followed by karaoke by Country Gentleman Entertainment here at the spot, right over there. Thursday, right here, La Posa South, 1 to 3 p.m. is the meet and greet, 6 to 10 p.m. karaoke. See you guys there.